Hey, Rhea. Come on in and have a seat.
How are you?
I'm good. Good. Busy, but good. Just a sec, please.
Okay.
Hey, so, how are you? And the whole Tom and Alex situation.
Oh, everything's been okay, I guess. I mean, of course, Alex still wants to be with me and wants me all to himself. Tom, on the other hand, still gives me gifts, both financial and romantic ones.
Oh, to be young again.
It does have its perks.
And what about your assignment?
Yes, I did complete my assignment. You wanted me to write about home and where I come from?
Right, exactly. Did that bring up anything for you?
It was okay. How about I just read it?
All right, I would love to hear it.
Okay. Home is where the heart is. Of course, most of us are familiar with that phrase, and for some, it holds some truth. I understand that home is also where the hurt is. It's where childhood trauma and abuse and painful memories and pain itself is. It's where the people who claim to know you, love you, and support you, literally and figuratively, rob you of everything. Your money, your possessions, your innocence. It's where everybody is out for self and don't care who they hurt, who they affect, whose lives they ruin and or try to ruin. Home is a constant reminder of the good, the bad, and even the ugly. At least that's what it's been for me. Believe it or not, despite all the BS, I still appreciate home because of the lessons, the losses, and the love, the genuine love. So,
Wow. I definitely did not expect that. And you have such a way with words.
thank you.
All right, you are the only client that has ever completed the assignment,
Oh no.
and to have done it in such a unique and poetic way. I am very impressed.
Thank you, Dr. Bowman.
You're welcome. All right, now, but let's talk a bit. Did you have any nightmares about your father or the passing of your mother?
No, I didn't have a nightmare, but it did get me thinking a lot about him.
Really? About what?
Well, my sister Ava, she talks to him pretty often. Well, I just try to avoid talking to her about him because she's always trying to force him on me and force a relationship, or force me to have a relationship with him, I should say. Perfect example. Just as I was leaving the bar today with her, she tells me that he called 3 times asking about me. And because I was telling her I didn't want to talk about it, I may or may not have responded to her so nicely.
So, let me ask you this. What bothers you more? The fact that she has a relationship with your father, or the fact that she's trying to get you to have a relationship with your father?
Honestly, it's all of it. A part of me doesn't even understand how could she want to have a relationship with him after all he's done. What he did to our mother, what he did to me.
All right. Tell me a little bit more about that, because I know about the abuse of your mother and the drugs and the alcohol. What did he do to you, Araya?
When I was 8, my mother took my sister Ava to the park with her, and I had to stay at home alone with my dad.
Why didn't you go to the park with your mother and your sister, Araya?
He told me he had a special assignment for me to do that day, so I had to stay. He wanted me to go down to this strange man's apartment building to get something from him. He never told me what it was or what I would have to do, and I was raised, you don't ask questions, you just do, so I went down to the man's apartment building, and before I knew it, he had me cornered in the room, touching my private parts. And as I cried, he told me that it was going to be okay because my dad told him to do that. He got to touch me inappropriately, and my dad got whatever drug he was using at the time from him. When my mom passed, I didn't have a chance to tell her. So other than you, I haven't told a single soul. And as I got older, I told myself no man would hurt me or take advantage of me that way ever again.
I'm so sorry that happened to you. It must have been so hard for you growing up like that. Thank you for sharing that with me. I want you to know that healing is a process, and that sometimes things get worse before they get better. And I assure you, Araya, that you are heading in the right direction.
I definitely am committed to doing the work.
Thank you. And I'm so glad to hear you say that. All right, so it looks like that we've run out of time for today. So we're going to start up with your CPT next week. And I don't mean colored people time. All right?
Okay.
And now, do you have any other questions for me? Or
Yes. Really quick, can you tell me what CPT stands for again?
It's cognitive processing therapy. And I think it would be very beneficial to you.
Thank you. So same time next week.
Same time next week. But please feel free to call me, email me if you need to see me anytime earlier, okay?
Okay, I most definitely will. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Could you please tell my next client to come in?
Yes.